This is my fight prediction for Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Bud Crawford. It's gonna be a very, very good fight. I think it's gonna be a classic fight, to be honest with you. And from what I've seen from both of these guys lately, I would say Canelo's still fighting at a high level, no matter what. I'm not just saying that either. I think he's still fighting at a high level because a lot of guys still won't run up on him. It's like it's not a lot of guys taking chances against Canelo Alvarez. And he's not an easy fight, even in the fight with William Skull. Last fight, I'll pull up a couple stats for people that want to see. But let's just start off with this. Even though the performance he had against William Skull was not very good, look at the punches landed, right? It's right on line with William Skull, but look at the accuracy. Like I said, Canelo Alvarez, even when he gets tired, I've seen rounds where he was tired, extremely tired, and he was still landing 50%, still was accurate. But sometimes he has to drop that number. As far as his output is very low. So he's right on target. His accuracy is always higher than his opponent, or online, or just the same. And for him and Terence Crawford, 36%, it's very accurate. That's a number that both of those guys are around. Most of both their opponents are around 18%. Canelo's defense is a lot better than people realize. That 18% plays a huge part. And I think it's a big deal. But when you look at the jabs that Canelo Alvarez exchanged, he didn't throw that many against William Skull. And I think that's because of the movement. And that's not a good thing for Canelo to know that, okay, he's going to be limited if I just move back and forth. Because I will show something later on today where Canelo used the same strategy as William Skull in the fight before. And I've just seen that recently. And that gets overlooked, but he used that same strategy because he knew that guys couldn't really go to the left as much. So he kind of used that to his advantage as well, being the orthodox fighter like William Skull was, and like William Skull is. And if you look at the power punches, Canelo's very accurate with the power punches, throws a lot, and lands at a high number. Landed a lot of body punches on. William Skull was not head hunting. I was telling people that yesterday. I said, don't expect Canelo to headhunt against Terence Crawford. He's not really a guy who's going to go out there. He's very smart. Canelo knows that Terence Crawford's body is not like William Skull. If he was going to go to the body against William Skull, I think Canelo should have actually went to the head against William Skull. But with him, his arms not being long like that, I think he didn't want to take that chance and put himself out there like that. So he went to the body instead, which was a good strategy. But I told people, Canelo's going to go to the body, man. He stays to the body. I didn't even know he went to the body this much against William Skull. 14 headshots. So he wasn't really trying to knock him out. He wasn't going into this fight like, okay, I'm going to sleep William Skull. He was going into this fight trying to break him down to the body, slow him down, and put some damage on him. That's why it wasn't that much damage on William Skull's face. That's why Canelo had a lot of damage on his face. He took 44 shots to the face, and William Skull only took 14. So Canelo was really working on body work. And if you're a guy like Skull, probably should have went to the body a little bit more on Canelo. That would have definitely slowed him down. But I think Canelo's accuracy and everything, when you look at how he approached that Skull fight, it definitely makes a lot of sense of how everything turned out. But it's a lot of situations in that fight that stand out. But I want to pull out Terence Crawford's last fight as well with Madrimov. People don't understand Madrimov was actually, Terence Crawford revealed that he was actually supposed to go straight into the Canelo fight. The Madrimov fight wasn't even supposed to happen. So I don't know how much preparation he had going into that fight, but everything he did in that fight, he hasn't done completely in other fights. So I think that was more of a strategy for Canelo, kind of adjustments he was making, because he was throwing a lot of single shots, power jabs, looking to counter more. He switched to the southpaw early in that fight. But if you look at the punches Terence Crawford threw in the fight, it was 433. But if you listen to the commentary and everything else, it makes it seem like Madrimov was a lot busier because of his movement, footwork. the feints, but Majumov did a good job landing though. He did land 84 out of 275, so he was very accurate, something that Canelo would be. Very accurate. Canelo would be around 275 and land 84, 36%, something like that, right? That's something that Canelo would do. So Terence Crawford going in here, was it accurate like that against Majumov? Landed more jabs. Power punches wasn't high, but he landed more shots than him in the 7 out of 12 rounds. And only 4 punches separated them in 11 of the 12 rounds. So they was 4 punches away from each other in every round except one round, which is actually a big deal. They was going punch for punch with each other. So that kind of shows what kind of cat and mouse and stuff that people are talking about. If you're going punch for punch with nobody, it's not any kind of Tom and Jerry stuff going on. And that's not going to happen in this fight. You're going to have some guys that's solid, walking forward, throwing some hard shots. Terence Crawford was very aggressive in the last fight. 433 punches. And it was a while before he fought, since he had fought. He was out for a long time. So a year off, come back, outpunch Majumov, who's younger, stronger, possibly faster. Outpunches him. So when you see these performances by Canelo and Terence Crawford, it's the same thing they've been doing their whole career. It's not like Canelo's going out there and he was just standing watching William score the whole time. He was doing some work. He was definitely doing some work. Wasn't cutting off the ring well. That moving to the right and stuff, it's going to catch up to him because Terence Crawford, if he moves to the right, and Canelo can't really adjust, he's going to use that. Because it seems like Canelo has to reposition every time, and he's repositioning his whole body from top to bottom. And in a whole entire fight where a split second is a long time, definitely can't have something like that happening. But I think the combinations from Terence Crawford to the body, him and Canelo are going to go to the body on each other. When you get to this level, just like how people were mentioning other fights, it's a lot of guys recently, if you look at their fights, especially high level, they go to the body. Bitterbeer, Bivol, Figueroa, Fulton, Inouye in his fights. These guys go to the body. Usyk. These guys go to the body, man. That's what happens in high-level championship fights. They definitely go to the body. We seen Skull. He was going upstairs thinking, okay, I could just crack Canelo one time. And Canelo was going to the body every time. That shows the experience that Canelo has. That's why he's dangerous. He's accurate when he's tired. He has power. But does he have the kind of power that scares Terence Crawford? I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. People should be very afraid. I've been actually on alert that Terence Crawford's sparring partner just went 12 rounds with Diego Pacheco. So it's not like he's over there sparring some easy guys who's not. And look, his sparring partner just went 12 rounds with Pacheco. So he's over there sparring a beast. Guys don't really, he's over there sparring a beast. So he's definitely getting him prepared. And the size thing, it's not going to matter. Like, he has sparring partners bigger than Canelo. So that's definitely not going to matter. But as far as the power, this is going to be one of the most powerful people, one of the most fastest, the most skillful boxer that Canelo's been in the ring with since Floyd Mayweather. More skillful than Dimitri Bivol. Absolutely. More skilled than Dimitri Bivol. Dimitri Bivol will tell you that, and Usyk will tell you that. This man is the most skilled fighter since Floyd Mayweather in the ring with Canelo Alvarez. More skills than Triple G. Triple G's a good fighter. More skills? No. Not more skills than Terence Crawford. Nobody in the last 10 or 15 years is walking out here. Usyk even telling people that. Usyk's like, no. Lomachenko's like, no. Terence Crawford is more skilled than everybody. And these are the guys who's the master of skill. You got to think about that. So with that, I think Terence Crawford possibly will have a chance to drop Canelo in this fight, even knock him out. But I'm gonna go with a decision in this fight for Terence Crawford. I think that he'll be able to pull this off just because of the experience. The man has barely had a close fight. The closest fight that people say he had was Madrimov. That was the closest fight they can think of in his life. Think about that. How many close fights you can think of with Canelo? A lot of them. And a lot of those guys fought like Terence Crawford. He's got a lot. He's gonna be in trouble as far as the matchup. I'm just telling you. You're not going in the ring with a guy like Terence Crawford. It's just gonna be an easy matchup. I definitely have Terence Crawford in this fight. Decision. Possibly knockout. We'll see by the end of the week. That's all I got. Like and subscribe.